One night, you and your friends decide to walk around, decide to go for a little walk. As you and your friends were walking, you notice that there is an abandoned hospital. Up on top of the building is a giant billboard that is slightly damaged and severely dusty. Read the words, "The Phoenix Hospital." You and your friends decide to get a little closer, but you hesitate and step back. One of your friends, Jessica, says, Come on, it won't be that bad." You nod your head no and say, "I'm not sure if it's a good idea to walk into something that's been condemned." Your other friend, Joseph, says, "Come on, don't be such a big baby. Grow up a little." And they keep encouraging you to knock on the door of the hospital. And when you are finally encouraged enough to walk to the door and knock, you do so. As you were walking midway to the entrance of the hospital, you notice that there is an ambulance. However, the ambulance appears to have no tires, and the windows appear to be shattered. The back of the doors are one of the doors appear to be missing, while the other is broken. You thought to yourself, what happened to that ambulance? You still kept walking, but you paced slower. Your friend Joseph shout, "Aw, is the big baby getting scared? Come on, it's just one knock. Besides, it is abandoned." You shout back. "That's exactly the point. I don't know what or who is in this building." Your other friend, Jessica, says, "It's just one knock. One knock and run back. All right?" You hesitate, and then you finally made a decision. You decide to knock on the door and run back to your friends as fast as you can. As you were walking closer, you get a better view at the hospital. The hospital walls on the exterior appear to be cracked, while some of the windows on the low floors and high floors are cracked or shattered, or completely missing, or even open. You notice that there are a few windows with ropes, appear to be made out of bed sheets. You shout to your friends that you spot the rope of bed sheets. They completely ignore it and keep on forcing you to, and keep shouting and forcing you to knock on the door. As you are getting closer to the entrance, your eyes are affixed to the swaying of the rope of bed sheets. You finally arrive at the door. Above the door are enlarged words, "Phoenix Hospital." Though the lights that usually glow at night are not glowing. In fact, some of the letters are even missing, but you can still make out that spells Phoenix Hospital. You knock on the door. Nothing. Then you run as fast as you can, but something trips over you. You fall over, breaking your nose. You, you, wake, you wake up with your vision slightly blurry, and when your vision is clear now, you see two of your friends on each side, seeing if you are okay. Joseph, on the right side of your view, says, "Dude, are you okay? You fell pretty hard." You grunt and say, "I think, though my nose hurts." Jessica, on your left side view, says, I think you might have broken your nose." When you're confused for a second, when you take your arm and push it against your nose, and touch it, you scream in pain because it turns out that your nose is completely shattered. When you sit up to see what tripped you, it appears to be an IV drip tube. As you were sitting there confused, because you thought, that wasn't there before when I was walking. A few days later, after you broke your nose, you and your friends, although there is a third friend, Jeremiah. Jeremiah says, So I heard you broke your nose. How did that happen?" You respond, I tripped over, though you cut yourself off." Thinking, should I tell him that I tripped over an IV drip tube? So you come up with a believable lie. I tripped over a rock as I was walking, but I'm fine. Jeremiah says, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad your nose is doing better." You respond back, "Thank you." Your your friend Jessica stops for unknown reason. Your other friend, Joseph, says, "Jessica, why did you stop?" You walk in front of her, trying to see at what she's staring at. When you finally calculate at the angle of what her eyes are staring at, you finally figure it out. She's staring at the abandoned Phoenix Hospital. But why? Jessica, why? Why are you staring at the Phoenix Hospital? Jessica doesn't respond, as if she's completely mute. As you, Joseph, and Jeremiah keep repeating the questions to Jessica on why she's staring at the hospital, she falls to her knees and begins crying. Jeremiah says, "Whoa, what's wrong? Did we do something?" Jessica responds, "No, I just remember my grandfather dying at that hospital a few years ago." Though the hospital was different. "How so?" you ask. Jessica stays quiet for a minute and says, when she was little, she says that when she was little, her and her grandpa had a very close bond. However, her grandpa was ill and was taken to a hospital. As she was cut off abruptly by an unknown noise, you're all frightened. The noise sound like tire screeches and ambulance noises and ambulance sirens. However, no ambulance vehicles can be seen. And you vaguely remember the broken down ambulance you saw a few days ago before you broke your nose. You walk across the sidewalk to see if the vehicle is still there. The vehicle isn't. The only traces are tire marks and in the other missing door and an exhaust pipe. You signal your friends to come see this. You're all shocked. You tell your friends that the ambulance was there before a few days ago. Joseph says, "Okay, now it's gone. Okay, now it's gone. So what else?" You respond, "But the ambulance was broken, and I'm pretty sure all the tires were damaged or missing." Jeremiah points out that the tire marks lead from the emergency room as where the vehicle was planted or parked, all the way throughout the field around the hospital. You and your friends decide to follow the track marks that lead out of the field and into the back of the hospital, which appears where there is a back door. Your friend Joseph decides to attempt to open it. Jeremiah says, I don't think that's a good idea." Jeremiah was cut off abruptly by the sound of the door breaking open. You all cough due to the amounts of dust and horrid smell. You think to yourself, why does this smell so bad? Oh, is this the back room to the morgue? You peek. You gently push aside Joseph to see if there are any direction signs. You do, and you're shocked at this that you are on floor A. You count the floors, and that there are 5 floors: floor A, floor B, floor C, floor D, and floor E. As you and your friends ushered through the door to see what was inside of the hospital, because of curiosity got the better of them. As you and your friends explore, the stench is getting stronger. You you then find out that the stench is leading you somewhere, and it leads you to a room. You explore the room, and you quickly realize that this is a surgery room. Then that smell is stronger. Then you hear something fall and make a wet squish noise. You look on the floor, and there is a quarter size of rotten skin in a bloody splattered area. You look to see where the skin is from, and where and how it fell, but nothing. You also see a table that with surgical tools, all the sharp surgical tools such as scalpels and scissors, and many others appear to have blood on them. Some even have small traces of severed veins and bits of muscle tendons and skin. You wanted to throw up a little bit, but instead you called your friends to come see this. As your friends pushed open the two metallic light doors aside to let everyone in, you hear something slam. You immediately get out of the surgery room and find out that the back door is closed, abruptly locked. You soon start panicking and banging on the door and trying to yank the door to open. When you try to yank the door open, the doorknob broke. You were sent flying onto the floor. Your friend Jeremiah says, "Okay, let's not all freak out. Maybe this door is a one side opening. Some doors have that." You all look at each other and agree. Your friend Jessica says, "Okay, if this is the back door, then this means that there is a front door or entrance." Your friend Joseph, "Well, what are we waiting for? I didn't want to come see torn skin and blood in this abandoned hospital." You try to say something, however, you are cut off by a door opening and closing, as if someone was walking into an office. Your friend Jeremiah says that it's probably just the wind blowing a loose door open and close. As you and your friends walk through the dirty, disgusting hallway, you come across another sign with the floors A through E. And then you also find other signs with arrows pointing up, down, left, and right. The arrow pointing left has the word surgery rooms. The arrow that points right has the word entrance/exit. The arrow that points up have multiple words, such as floor B slash lounge slash morgue. You're confused on why a morgue is not on the bottom floor, but on the second floor. As you and your friends keep walking towards the entrance, you finally found it. The entrance or exit, as you want to leave the hospital, for some reason won't open because the doors have been welded shut. The glass appears to be replaced with see-through metal or a one-way mirror. As your friend Joseph steps back all the way to the reception desk, shouts, "Everyone step out of the way!" Takes a full charge at the door and bangs his right shoulder, only causing his bicep to break. He shouts in pain. Jessica says, You idiot, why would you do that?" Joseph says, "Well, do you have any other ideas?" You and Jeremy / Jeremiah for short, try to calm the situation down. They also point out that there is a sign that points morgue, with the arrow pointing up. Though you remember that those multiple signs have also had the word morgue on floor B. For some reason, you wanted to go explore the morgue. You, Jeremiah, Joseph, and Jessica are stuck in the Phoenix hospital. What will happen next? I will likely have to do a part 2 tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this little creepypasta story that I made up myself. Alright, have a good night.